If I never got into card magic, this startup probably wouldn't exist.
My side project? Oh, yes.
Turn your hand over.
Huh? That's it. That's the entire magic behind the scenes. All right. So it's currently Jan 1st, 2026. So Happy New Year, everyone. I think the team right now is very confident, which is great. And it's all like pretty optimistic. After our first launch, everyone's been a lot more comfortable and not comfortable. They see like the light at the end of the tunnel, which is great to see. Before the launch, everyone was just kind of building in darkness, and it's like, okay, is this going somewhere? Will people actually want it? We have no idea. My main resolution is before I graduate, I want Eden to take off in a way that even if I hadn't graduated, it wouldn't have mattered. So we have like 5 months to kill it, basically. One of the issues that we saw when we launched initially was people from certain regions just couldn't upload properly. Our buckets are located only in US East. We weren't globally distributed. And people like from Australia are trying to upload to servers set in New York. And it's like the round trip there is huge. It's like a lot of latency. So over the last month or so, we've brought up servers across the world: US East, US West, Singapore, so Asia Pacific, and Netherlands, so like Europe. Like Boaz currently is on vacation in Japan and he's helping us test this stuff. It's like he shouldn't be affected by him just being far away and having like shitty download speeds and upload speeds. It should still behave and function well. From our side, it was like a big change. We were able to do it in about a week and a half, which I think is pretty good time for our scale. And now we're just testing with users. So like we have our VIP users. Hopefully then a lot of the issues that are coming into support now related to like video playback, like being able to play a video and scrub it smoothly, uploading files, downloading files, error rates with those should start disappearing. You know how I said in the last video I was working on a video editor? And the reason for that was I wanted to learn how they work so that we can incorporate some functionality into Eden that makes using them much easier. We have a desktop app, right? And a big complaint that people have with storage solutions like this is even though it's all in the cloud, you still need to like download everything onto a drive to use it. And that's what Jason, our video editor, also needs to go through, right? He like works off a hard drive because he can't like just upload it and work it off the cloud immediately. Now you can do that. Now the way it works is our desktop app, you drag and drop from anywhere and it uploads directly to our cloud. And when you're working on those video files, you don't have to download and store those files to disk. You just drag and drop like your files into Premiere from our desktop app's like Finder window, and it will just connect it to our servers on the cloud. And when you're editing and you're done, you can just export, and the export is what lives on disk. Even the export doesn't need to live on disk. You could export directly to the cloud as well. What this basically means is this concept of like having to constantly buy hard disks and like store everything on your drives and like keep expanding this collection of like drives in your space. You can stop worrying about that. What we do is we basically trick your computer into thinking it's connected to a hard drive, but it's not. It's just connected to Eden. And that's it. That's the entire magic behind the scenes.
I think if I never got into card magic, this startup probably wouldn't exist, which is it's a stretch to say, but it's true. Because the way that I got into the startup world was I did magic tricks for many, many years. And then I made this one magic video where my shoelaces tied themselves. If you go to my Instagram now, you can still see it if you scroll to the bottom of my reels. And that got like 9 million views. And that got me hired by Zach King, which subsequently got me hired in another startup to do content. And then that's how I got into the startup world. So like just literally me pursuing my interest of like doing magic at a young age somehow led to me getting into the startup world. The reason why we have these cards is because Robin, for some reason, he bought like a bunch of playing cards for his friends, for his friend as a gift or something, and then he said that they're no longer friends. So now he's selling them to people. And then I was like, oh, I want cards because I haven't done magic in a really long time. And I feel like I'm getting kind of rusty. So I need to practice because this is where my journey all started, just doing card magic. It was a really unconventional journey, but it all happened because I relentlessly pursued my own curiosities. And I think if you ask any like really successful person or someone who's walked an unconventional path, they typically have a similar story where they got to is just a result of them pursuing their obsessions or their curiosity relentlessly, and it takes them to interesting places. Remember this card? All right, hold out your fingertips like this.
Fingertips like this.
Without turning that over, what card are you holding on to?
Ace of diamonds.
Are you sure?
It should be.
Would you be impressed if it was not?
Yeah.
All right, turn your hand over. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. It's the Ace of Diamonds. This is where you start paying attention. That's the last time you can check. Diamonds, hearts. Watch closely. I'm gonna switch them once, 2 times, 3 times. Which one's on the bottom?
I forget.
I forgot as well.
Wait, once, 2 times, once more. So it should be the diamonds again at the bottom, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is where it starts getting hard.
Okay.
Hearts, diamonds. This is where everybody
I need
gets
to
it
pay
wrong.
attention.
Yeah,
Okay,
pay
okay.
attention. Hearts, diamonds. Which one's on the bottom?
Hearts.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Every single person I've ever asked this question has gotten it wrong.
Why?
So just confirming, you think it's hearts?
Yeah, you put the diamonds at the top, right?
All right, well, if it was the other way around, would you be impressed?
Yeah.
Turn your hand over.
Huh? What the fuck?
These have been sitting here.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So rusty. I gotta practice. All right, so in our most recent episode, some guy said, I thought you guys were building something cool. This is just a content farm. I'm like, bro, we're building something cool. In this episode, we'll give you kind of like a progress update on the actual product, on Eden itself. So here you see the actual workspace where we store all of our footage for these episodes. A topic that we want to talk about soon in a video, because a lot of people have been asking about it, which is the cost of building a startup. And this is actually something that we've covered in previous episodes. So in order to not repeat ourselves, we can search for all the previous times we've said it in our old footage. So for example, I go in here, cost of building a startup. I search cost of building a startup, and it actually brings me to the exact frame matches in all of our terabytes of old footage where we've talked about this topic. In a previous episode, we mentioned that the search was really, really good at identifying like specific keywords. So if you search like golden hour, right? Like it would bring you to the exact frames that are showing golden hour, but it wouldn't do very well with natural language search queries that are like long. So if you search real cost of building a startup, it wouldn't get you the best results. Recently, we've kind of improved on really long natural language queries. You can see real cost of building a startup actually brings you to the exact parts where we talk about it. And previously on our support page, we mentioned that if you click directly into the video, it would take you to that timestamp. That wasn't true when the support page was released. Now it's true. Now that actually works. So now I clicked into this video, it actually takes me to that part of the timestamp.
Yeah, this is a pretty common workflow for creators where they'll like remember some vague reference about footage that they want to think about or like include in a different clip. And now what we're gonna do is take some of these clips into a new chat to figure out how we're gonna structure our next video.
All right, so I can just drag those videos into the chat. So here we've asked the question, and it's literally searching through the workspace and looking through all the files that I've dragged in. It's spitting out the summary of the previous startup cost discussions. We've talked about 75 billion tokens used, 20K spent on token usage, infrastructure costs. Here it spits out some new ideas that we can explore. So customer acquisition costs, CAC, and lifetime value. That is indeed something we haven't talked about before. Payment processing and refund costs. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. We probably should talk about that at some point. Observability and monitoring stack. Yeah, that's a good one.
Now that we have all of this output from our chat, we can just hit this button to create a new note. It creates the note with that content from the chat. This is saved now. And we can use this along with our other notes to just brainstorm and come up with a good video idea.
Yeah, so you can see that this is like a typical editor that you would expect in an app like Eden or like a Drive-like app. You can select, you have your bubble menu options, you can ask AI about things inside of the node, and yeah, your very, very standard functionality in here. This is kind of what the Eden workflow looks like for us on the ideation side of like creating content. But for our video editor, this is also just where we actually store all of our footage. Now he doesn't really need to buy like new hard drives every single time he needs to dump footage. Like we actually just store all of our videos in this giant workspace that has terabytes of footage.
Long term, the way I see it is we're in an ideal world, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, whatever it takes, right? We come to a point where Eden completely changes the way data is stored, and people don't need to rely on buying hard drives anymore.
Yeah.
And even video editors and creative teams can use a product like Eden to completely, from start to finish, do their entire workflow.
Right now, it's like literally the 1st of January. We're filming this on New Year's. The next launch that we're aiming for is roughly the end of this month. And we actually internally decided that we're not gonna do like a full public launch just yet. We're gonna do something very similar to what we did in Black Friday. Basically open the floodgates for around maybe 4 to 5 days. Let you guys, everybody in the public, sign up for Eden. And then we're gonna close the doors again because we want to focus on our early users and making the product really, really good for you guys. So we're gonna do that end of January. And then probably around 2 months after that, do like a full public launch. That's current expected timeline. So if you want to get in on the next cohort launch, go to eden.so, sign up for the waitlist. We'll see you in the app. Here, I'm here to distract Ari while he works. So we got a fresh pack of cards.
Okay.
Just shuffled it a little bit. Here, pick a card.
Okay.
All right.
Do I show you?
Take a look. Show the camera.
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
All right. Is your card the Jack of Diamonds? Yes. That's not the trick. It doesn't matter if I know. Imagine writing your name on the card, all right?
Okay.
Ari. Names have power. You know that feeling when someone says your name in the background and you're just like, oh shit, like, but you don't hear anything else. But someone said your name, so like it just suddenly brings your attention to the name. If we put that card, lose that in the middle, just say your name.
Ari.
It just comes right
What
back.
the fuck, bro? Oh my god.
And just to show the camera, it's not like there's like a infinite Jack of Diamonds or anything. Here, let's try again. That's one card, right?
Yeah. That's one card.
Watch. It goes somewhere in the middle. Obviously, the top card is not your card.
Right.
Here, say your name.
Ari. What? Nah. Nah, that's crazy, bro.
Here, let's try one more time.
Okay. Jack
That's
of Diamonds.
your card. I'm gonna leave it sticking out, and I'm gonna riffle down the side, and you're gonna tell me when to stop. All right?
Stop.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
All right, push that in.
Push it in.
Yeah.
Huh? What the fuck?
Wait, let me see the card.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Here. Jack of Diamonds goes somewhere in the middle, right? Literally went in the middle.
Okay.
Say your name.
Ari.
Comes right back.
What the fuck? Okay.
Okay, lift up your foot. Lift up your foot.
Yeah.
Step on it.
Yo, my feet are gonna be a feet finder. Blur that shit. Blur that shit.
Say your name.
Ari.
Comes right back.
What the fuck? Huh? That's
That's
crazy.
actually crazy. And Ari's feet on video.
Hey, blur that shit.
There are actually a lot of principles in Magic that apply to a lot of other domains, and learning Magic has actually been very formative in my thinking about like just the world and how things work, because it teaches you in depth about how the human attention works. Because like for a trick like that where the card goes some in my mouth, the secret is very, very simple. I literally just put the card in my mouth, but nobody sees it. The reason why nobody sees it is because in the routine, I've mastered misdirection. Like you're looking where I want you to look instead of at my hand, which is literally moving the card to my mouth. And that understanding of like how to direct people's attention actually applies to a lot of cases like startups as well, with like a product, how to make a product look and feel good, where to direct people's attention, how to layer methods to make something feel magical. For example, our search functionality, it like feels very magical, but if you really break down all the things that we're doing and look at each one of them, it's like, okay, that's not very impressive. But it's the layering of methods, similar to like a magic trick. You layer a bunch of methods to misdirect people's attention or to direct people's attention is what creates the overall effect or overall perception or illusion. That's kind of why I got into magic and like why I found it so fascinating, because it's literally like manipulating people's understanding of reality and showing how brittle your understanding and perception of reality can be. Yeah, cool stuff. Get into magic.